Yeah, it's warm, but it's a beautiful day, no? I guess you probably notice how nice and fluffy those clouds look. They look like big pieces of sticky cotton candy.
Okay.
Here we go now. Another lovely day to tend to these beautiful flowers, isn't it? I do believe they enjoy every moment of the attention they get day after day. I know for certain I would if I was a flower.
Well, just look at this, I'm just staring back for 1 minute. And it looks like all of these blossoms are getting ready to open up. I think that this is going to have some of the largest flower buds that I've ever seen on a yellow rose bush. When I start to recall what it looked like when I planted it last year, remember last year when I planted it? So just one little thing it was. If the garden shop had his market down 75%, if it didn't have that sale, I probably wouldn't have given it a second look. I never could resist the bargain, But even so, I almost passed it over. I brought it home and I gave it all the loving care I knew how. The best soil fertilizer I had. I watered it not once but twice a day, all summer long. But I still wasn't sure for a long time whether or not it would pull through. It looked so clean for the longest time, with its brown, shriveled up leaves and spindly shafts. Now I wonder if that rocky spell didn't somehow prepare for the rich spring we've had this year. It nearly exploded. It grew so fast. Look at it now. I've never seen anything like it. I'm so proud of it. I expect I'll see plenty of people stopping long enough to take a whiff of its beautiful, delicious color.
Somehow I favor the lilies, Just look at them in their splendor. I can always count on them. They are as faithful as the sunshine. I must be so careful not to show my favoritism, lest the other flowers fade away and die. I know though that these are my favorite flowers in the garden. I love to see the way they stand up tall and straight and proud, but yet they are flexible enough to bend and sway in the breeze. I think they are probably a good lesson for myself in that statement. Sometimes I do believe they encourage the other flowers around them. The lilies are so pretty. Their beauty is so unique, with their bold red and orange and yellow hues. Isn't it funny though? As much as I love to care for these in this garden and give them exactly what they need, I often see others just as beautiful as they are growing wild along the country road. Why, hello everyone. I can see you have left my little babies just for me. Pardon me for not using their proper name. Chris and Simum. What a mouthful that is. Whoever gave such an awkward name to such a pretty little thing ought to be ashamed. Here now, I brought them a bit of fertilizer today. Oh, why not? Let's make it double for good measure. I'm sure they understand full well what I must do to them today. They must understand that it is for their good that I have to pinch off their sprouts. Any gardener was they thought knows that pinching off all the little buds up until the 1st of July prepares them for bigger and more lasting blooms at the end of the season. Now don't fuss about it, but it has to be done. I don't know if this causes them discomfort, but just remember what lies ahead for them. They'll be thriving and bursting with brilliant red, white, purple, and gold blossoms when all the other flowers are done and withered for the year. Yes, there is the talk of the flower bed this fall. You know, that wasn't so bad after all, was it?
Well. I just couldn't help but overhearing you guys speak about these flowers and wish they can hear you. You just speak into them. And they can hear you. Well, I have been giving these eyes, so much attention. And guess what? I can hardly feel it going. It's so painful, so obvious that these are not going to bloom this year. And I just don't know why. I've given them everything anybody I would want. Plenty of water, well-drained soil, lots of sunshine. There's not a single weed. Oh, I was looking forward to these lovely, lavender petals. They have so much potential. Yet all I see is green stuff. It's so sad to know what could have been. Just green stuff. Well, I guess there's always next year. Just have to wait. Next year, I guess they might bloom next spring. That's what. I'm not really going to give up on them yet, I'm not going to give up on them yet. No. Oh my. Look at that. I've been doing the same thing again. Haven't I? I get so wrapped up with all of them. I love them so much. I wonder if the neighbors are looking. What are they looking at us? I wonder if they're looking at us today.
A lot of people are looking at us and think that we're crazy and talking to these plants, They don't quite understand what's going on. But if you ask me, I think we all are a bit like flowers. Every one of us, you as human beings. I know good and well that, as human beings, yeah, we can reason, but flowers will have a mind of their own. I know that. But we are all a bit like flowers. But you can understand what I mean. Because it seems like flowers understand and respond to loving care. Does it seem that way? Isn't that a lot like us? We respond to tender loving care. We respond to the tender loving care that God gives us, isn't it? And they respond to the tender loving care that they're given. You see, sometimes I think of God as a master gardener. He knows exactly what it is that we need. Sometimes that means letting us struggle a little bit as we go through a tough time. Like a rose, for example. Father, the promise is the rose here. God can use that tough time to help us grow stronger. Put those on deeper roots. And maybe help us to learn a little bit more about Him in the process. I've heard stories from some folks who experienced terrible times. Yet they're thankful to God, praising Him for what He's brought them through. In our relationships with each other, we must adopt the attitude of the rose. Our splendor and aroma must touch lives in a dramatic way. It is for all to understand that sometimes, because we are individuals different in nature, we may sometimes have thorns that send us a little prick now and again. However, those thorns can be overcome fully if we allow God to be the master gardener in our lives.
Just like the little monkey, they didn't shrivel up and die when I pinched off their little spout. Each of us must understand the nature of human relationships. The song says, if you see a brother standing by the road with a heavy load from a sea road, and if you see a sister falling by the way, just stop and say, we're going the wrong way. We have to encourage each other as we travel this Christian pathway. All criticism must have as their goal to build the other person up rather than to break down. At times, we may be in need of direction, and we must in good faith accept the assistance lended us by another. But I've seen some people who haven't done that. The first sign of trouble and they're throwing the trouble like everything is lost. What a pity. Let us ask God to daily show us where we can develop better and healthier relationships one with the other.
Then I've seen other people kind of like this IDC, you know. They seem to have had every good opportunity given them. Everything that I would think would cause a body to be thankful and puffed up. But they don't do it. They don't do it. Who's to say why? Stubbornness, self-pity. I'm not sure. But it's a shame. I know that. That's where plant life and human life differ. We are allowed to choose how we respond to every situation. I'm really glad God doesn't throw up his hand and give up on us. Just like I don't give up on you. I don't give up on you, Miss Ivy. Oh boy, look at me again. How can you off and running, haven't I? How can you just be off and running? One thing I do know, if God is like a master gardener, then I intend to be a good and faithful plant. I will blossom wherever He decides to put me in the ground. I'll bloom where I'm planted. Because I don't want to miss a single thing of all He's got in mind for me.
And maybe, just maybe, will wind up like Miss Lily, strong and proud, but flexible enough to bend down and encourage others in their growth along the way. Well, all our time has flown by, as always. By now, Miss Lily, Miss Rosie, Miss Iris, and you little ones. We'll see you all next time. Bye. Bye, chrysanthemum.
Amen.